button and share my screen. All right, so ladies, welcome to another meeting, another team session for our teams, team KPIP, Keep Pushing It's Possible, and team Executive Bells. And today is March 4th. And our theme is March 4th. And one is FOUR and one is FORTH. So we are marching forward because guess what, guys? Spring is coming. As much as we just had snow yesterday, spring is coming. And it's the turn of the tide, and we are excited about the change. We appreciate winter because, you know, it is another season. So we have to be grateful for everything, but we can't wait for spring to come. And this meeting is being hosted by Angeline, Fletcher, and my partner in not crime in Avon, Tamra,
Hey.
Tamra Robinson Petrona, and there she is. Woohoo! There she is.
Hey.
That's my partner. And together we host this meeting today. Our inspirational quote is decide, commit, act, and succeed. And then we repeat that over again. Decide, commit, act, and succeed. We need to decide what it is that we want to achieve. And we must make up in our minds and be absolutely clear about it. Because once we are fuzzy, once we are unclear, then it gets a little more difficult to accomplish, because it means that everything gets our attention and distracts us from what we're supposed to do. But if we are clear, then it's more, we can stay more focused. So we decide what we want, we commit to it. Absolutely make a commitment to the things that we want, act on it, do the necessary action. And in our business, we decide that, hey, I have to make a success of this business that I'm in. This is what I want to achieve. Last year I did X, this year I want to do Y. And that is our decision, our goal. Then we commit. We make up in our minds that this is what we're going to do so many days per week. This is what we're going to do so many hours per day. This is what we're going to do. We stick to it. We remain focused on what we decide to do. So that's our commitment, and we act on it. You know, we say we're going to be doing X, and we do X regardless. You know, we stay focused on that and do what we say we're going to do, and we will succeed. It's a business that we're building, and so it'll take time, and we don't want to get discouraged and disheartened and give up too soon, but we want to press on. But we have to do the work. We have to decide what we want. We have to commit to it, and we have to act on it so that we can succeed. Can I get an amen somewhere?
Amen.
Thank you. Ooh, once more, we repeat our vision. Our vision for the team for this year is bigger, better, deeper, stronger. Bigger team, better delivery, deeper in knowledge, and stronger in our mindset. And it is our intention to increase the membership of our teams, to 200 by the end of the year. And to increase our online sale dramatically. I have here $10,000. We have to increase our, according to Avon, it has to be more than that. Jesus, help me. Oh God, Tamra, I'm telling you. And we have to president members in this team, these teams, $200,000. That's a lot of money.
I know.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Anyway, as we said, spring is coming. It's a little noisy somewhere there. I'm gonna mute you a little bit so that we can, because we are recording, so you know when people are listening to the recording, they will be hearing all the sounds. So I don't mean to be disrespectful. And as we said, spring is around the corner, and you know we all are working towards getting excited because things are. We came through a very, very rough winter period. Not just the weather, but economically. I mean, everybody was feeling it. Right, Tom?
Everybody. I can say that. Yeah. It's been a rough winter.
Yes.
Yeah. When you read all the other blogs and stuff that's going on with our Avon, it's been rough. But we keep pushing, even if it's a $50 order. We're thankful for it,
Absolutely.
It's been rough, but the spring is coming right around the corner, as you say. It's right around the corner. Better days lie ahead.
Better days ahead. And but the thing is, the thing that I want to get to us all is the fact that even though it was a rough winter, and even when I go out vending, it's the same thing. I've had indoor vending I go to, and the same thing, and everybody has the same complaint about, people are just not purchasing, and it is. I don't think it's unusual for the January, February month to be difficult. What I have seen is that despite that, you ladies are still in the business and you are still placing your orders.
Yeah.
Tamra says even if it's a $50 order, whatever it is, you are still doing it. And I think you should really give yourselves a round of applause for that. I mean, you've really done it, and you continue to do it during this period. So congratulations to you. And I just want to say that, as we go forward with the change of the season and things are picking up and people are purchasing a little bit more, when the weather changes and so on, people get happy and they want to purchase more. And the Avon books are just fabulous. It just looks so great. So many nice items. We now need to be prepared for the customers as they start shopping again. So we want to be calling on them, call on our customers. And Tamra, you can chip in. You can see the slides, right? You can, chip in.
Yeah, I can.
Call upon them and, say, hey, how are you? Hope you're fine. And if you recall something that they are going through, you can just talk to them about it. Ask them how's their child that was sick, or their husband, or if they moved, whatever it is, to let them know that you are thinking about them.
Yeah.
And to see whether they want to place an order.
Yeah, that's true, Angeline. we have to learn how to build relationships with our customers. I've always heard other representatives say that, and until I myself have started building relationships with my customers, that's when I realized that they don't really buy from you because they need it. They buy from you because you have that relationship with them. I know I have one customer and she orders from me. Whatever book I give her, she orders from me. And I think it's because she last year she says to me at the end of the year, she said, "My year ended well because I got an opportunity to meet you."
Wow.
And every time I deliver that order to that lady, I sit in her house for about 15, 20 minutes, talking to her, playing with her grandkids. And we have developed a relationship. The other day was her mom's birthday, and I delivered her order yesterday, and I came home with a big chunk of cake. And she says to me, the next time you come in, don't let your husband sit in the car. Let him come in too. Let him come inside too. So, and I look forward to going to her house every time I deliver her order. So I set aside at least half an hour because I know she doesn't want me to leave once I get there. We always have to sit, chit chat. So that relationship that you build with your customers will last a long time, surpassing the fact that, you know, you're offering her something. But I think you're offering her more than just Avon products with your customers when you develop that relationship with them.
Absolutely. And if we're to be honest, we gain from it as well.
Yes.
You know, I mean, we don't need the cake, but
tell me about it.
but
and
still,
it's so good.
right? And you ladies on the line, I'm sure you could share stories about experiences that you have with your customers as well. And our coach Giselle is always talking about this kind of thing. And encouraging us to be building relationships with people, because it makes it so much more
yes, it makes it so much easier. It doesn't make it seem as if you are, you know, selling them anything. It's like it's a two-way street. You're offering them something to, and you're getting something back from it. You know, the relationship that you build is priceless with these people. Priceless, I can tell you that.
Absolutely.
And I have a couple of customers who are like that, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to hear that you guys. Hi, Giselle here. Good night.
Hi,
Joining you guys a little later on. No, it's good. I'm glad to hear you guys talking about it. I'm feeling happy that you guys are getting it. You understand the importance of building that relationship, because that's where it starts, you know. So I'm happy that you have your experience with your cake, Tamra. You know, you can share
it's
with
in the
others.
refrigerator. Anyone wants a slice?
Okay, yeah. One slice a day. Don't eat it all at once. But that's where your business lies. And I know everyone's thinking, well, how do I develop that business online when I meet people in their house? Guess what? Once you develop that relationship, I'm sure Tamra later down the line, if something happens and you have to have her go online, I doubt she'll have a problem with it, because she knows you're there to help her. So that's where it starts. It starts there, and that's the importance of continuing building relationships with your customers, with your representatives as well. So, good job, ladies.
Awesome. Thank you. Ladies, anybody want to say anything or ask any question on that regard? Okay. So of course, I know that you all are purchasing samples. I want to encourage you to do so. This is the time now for you to purchase a few more. Even though, you know, we are encouraging people to go online, but we know all of that is going to take some time. So until that kicks in good, you know, I would encourage you at this time to be purchasing a few more books so that you can be touching base with a few more customers, because until you get them online completely, then you know, we continue to build that relationship with them and giving them the books. And when they have the books on hand, we can be saying to them, hey, you can check it out online and purchase online. So I would suggest that this time is when you, Denise, are you saying something?
Yes, question. I order the samples, but I'm not going to keep ordering the same samples over and over. They don't have no newer samples coming out.
Say it again.
The samples that they have the same samples in the big book, in the big catalog.
And the what's new?
What's new is the newest ones is the little things, the little perfumes that says for $9.99. I ordered those as well. Are they going to get any up-to-date new ones besides the ones that they have?
Well, the thing is, we still have the items, you know, and so they have the fragrance samples. We still have Haiku. We still have Prima. We still have the men's fragrances as well.
Okay, what I'm ordering now is the what's that one? The eczema, the dye stuff, the dye pills. I'm ordering those samples, but everything else I don't have ordered.
Okay, and that's okay. But what happened is because we pass them out to customers, then it's because we're trying to secure new customers. It's okay to purchase the same samples to give to the new customers because they may not have those as yet.
You're shaking your head. What's the matter, Denise?
I'm not gonna keep on the same samples. I got a big bag full of the same samples that I give out. Some of my customers can't use the perfume, so I mixed it up with the newest the new stuff. They like that.
Okay.
With the new customers, every new customer that I get, whatever I have in my whatever samples that I have left, I give it to them. I continue to give them to them.
And that's okay. And that's okay. And if you find that the new samples work better, then you use those, you know, because that's the thing that we do. We try and we give them. And what I try to do is, so for example, campaign 7 is coming, and the feature product in campaign 7 is the
elixir.
The ultimate supreme dual elixir. So I try to make sure that I have some of those samples so that I can give it to them with the book so that they can try that, you know. So that is one of the things that I do. And there's also the Skin So Soft samples as well that we can also give them.
And they have the new naked proof samples also that just came out.
Absolutely. Okay, yeah. So so that's it. But I'm glad that you're purchasing samples, and I know that just about everybody on this line is purchasing samples. What we're saying is that we want to continue to do it, and during this season, we want to be bumping it up a little bit so that we can be encouraging our customers to try and buy. And that's what we're saying.
Angeline, just to jump in a little bit, I think what I heard Denise ask, and I'm not sure if that's, you know, the thing, what I heard her ask is if there's any new samples that's coming out. So if she's looking at the what's new, sometimes the what's new will have the same set of samples that they will put in there, but she should also know there's business tools on your avon.com that you can see the other listing of samples. So the what's new might have like specific ones that's there repeatedly all the time. So it might look like if that's the only ones that's there, but there's others offered if you go into your sales tools.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that answers your question, Denise.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Jason.
Okay, go ahead.
We're happy to have Miss Orinthia online. Our mentor, Orinthia Palmer Ricketts, is online. Welcome, welcome.
Done disappeared.
No, she just
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
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 Happy snow day.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. So, and at this point, I'm going to be turning over to Orinthia real soon because as our theme tonight is March 4th. It is March for the 4th, and we're marching forward for March 4th. And there is another side to Avon that sometimes we don't talk about a lot, you know, and it's the incentive side that we can earn, and it's the fun side. It is the thing that gives us that push that, I mean, I want to go to Mexico so bad, and sometimes I'm like, Jesus, it's not gonna happen. I need a miracle. And our mentor has been on quite a few of these Avon earned trips, and she's going to be sharing some of our experiences with that, with those tonight. So over to you, Ms. Ricketts.
So, hello, everyone. Angeline, thank you so much for inviting me. And sorry I had to join late. But I wanted to come on board and talk a little bit about the incentive trips. And there's a pretty big one in play right now, the all-inclusive trip to, there's one to Mexico coming up, and there's one to sunny Jamaica. Who's excited about Jamaica? I am. I am. It sounds like just me and one other person. I don't know.
No, all of us.
So I'm very excited about that one. I think Mexico, we only have what, 1 or 2 more campaigns to achieve that. So if you're not already well underway, then you know, it might be difficult to achieve. And that's part of what I wanted to talk about this evening, because when Mexico came into play, every single person on this team had the opportunity to achieve it. But I venture to say that many of us didn't start immediately. We didn't start working on the necessary activities to achieve the trip as soon as the incentive came into play. Therefore, we are now behind the 8 ball, and then it makes it less achievable. I'll never say impossible to achieve. I'll never say that, but we're behind the 8 ball. Oh, look, there she goes with our new fabulous CEO, Lori Ann.
Fashionista.
Yes, yes, yes. So again, all of these incentives are achievable, and they're making it easier for everyone now to achieve the incentives, and Jamaica is no exception. For those who know me well, know that I love to travel, but I love to travel even more when somebody else is paying for it. And I've been with Avon now for over 10 years, and I've earned, I believe it is 14 trips thus far. And each one has been amazing in its own right. And every single one of them I've thoroughly enjoyed. An example of some of the trips, I've been to the Dominican Republic twice. I've been to Puerto Rico. Avon has sent me to San Diego. They've sent me to Italy. They've sent me to the Mediterranean. They've sent me to France, Disney World, and Arizona. And now we've been to Hawaii as well, and we're going back to Hawaii next month. So it's been quite a journey, I should say, and it's been amazing. So I encourage you to make a decision that you want to participate in all that Avon has put on the table. However, along with the decision, to partake in what Avon has put on the table, there's some stuff that's required of you. You are required to do certain things. And as I stated before, if we decide that that we want to partake, but we don't start doing the activities right away, then again we fall behind and then it becomes a struggle. So for the Jamaica trip, how many people are on the line this evening, Angeline? Hello?
9.
9? Okay. Right now we're going into campaign 7, and all 9 of us on the line can achieve this trip. And I say that because I know most of us on here are either President's Club or not, correct?
Right.
Which means that the requirement is $15,000 in sales. Wow. And I believe, 25% of that needs to be in online sales. So if you do the math and you break it down, if you do 25% of that is, what's the dollar amount on that, Tamra? I don't have my calculator in front of me.
25% of the 15,000?
Yes.
It's $3,725, right?
$3,725 of that 15,000 needs to be online. And if I'm giving out bad information, anyone, you're welcome to correct me at any time. So here we are. We're going into campaign 7. So that means we have what? We have 26 campaigns in the cycle. So that means we have 19 campaigns to go. So if we break down those numbers, say 15,000, and you divide that by 19, what does that work out per campaign?
Oops.
It's like $789.
789. Okay, so let's say an $800 order per campaign, and when you do the math that way, and you decide that 25% of your activity needs to be online, that's not a really big number. Wouldn't you agree?
That's true.
It's not a really big number. So therefore,
but a lot of people don't like going online and place no orders.
Well, that may be so, but guess what? Amazon is doing record business online, so somebody's going online, right? Someone is going online, someone is shopping online, and I will venture to tell you that many of our same customers are going online, buying all the other stuff what they want, but they give us pushback when it comes to purchasing our Avon online. So what we have to do is to get an understanding of why that is and start to gently move them in the direction of placing their orders online, because all of our incentives now include an online ordering component. So if our existing customers do not wish to place the orders online, then guess what? We need to find some customers who are willing to, because as I said, most people are now shopping online, whether they want to admit it or not. Okay? So we can say our customers don't want to, well then maybe we need to broaden our reach and start to find some new customers, because without this online component, nobody's going to Jamaica. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right. So we are going to have to move our business in the direction in which we need it to be in order to achieve some of these incentives. So we have to change how we're thinking about our business and how we're presenting our business to our customers and our family and friends and associates in order to accomplish these goals. So again, it is well within reach, 19 campaigns to go, more than 3/4 of the year remaining, $789 orders, or roughly $800 in orders, 25% of which needs to be online. Do you think that is well within reach for you? And I have a saying that I use all the time: whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right. All right, so take that to heart and just remember that whatever it is that you wish to accomplish, you must first set the goal, believe you can accomplish the goal, and start to participate in the activities required to accomplish the goal. Because if the activity part does not come in, guess what? Nothing happens. Team KPIP is part of the larger team, which is team tenacity. And our mantra is decide, commit, do the work, and succeed. So in order to achieve these trips that I've achieved in the past, I've had to do all of the above. I made a decision that I wanted to go on the trip. I made a commitment that I was going to do what it takes. I did the work, and I succeeded. And to date, as I said, I've been on 14 all expense paid trips. And vacations are great, but vacations are even better when somebody else is paying for it. So I encourage you. Jamaica is achievable for every single person on this line. If you're not sure what you have to do to accomplish that, get with your upline, discuss with your upline the actions necessary, how he or she can help you to take those actions on a consistent basis starting now. And I tell you, if you do what is necessary, come next year, you will be in Jamaica with the rest of us who are planning to be there. All right. Does anyone have any questions? No questions? No comments?
I'll just add a comment, Orenthia. Good. You forgot your New York trip, but that's fine. but this is what I would say. Sometimes when we hear the big numbers, most people get scared, and you're hearing $800 a campaign, and they're probably thinking, I don't even get $200 a campaign. So just to break it down, and as you said, if you have a plan in place to achieve your goals, it's easier to achieve them. And if we break the numbers down a little further, Orenthia, we can say, okay, 25% of that 800 is $200. So 200 of that order needs to be from customers online. So how many $50 order do you need to get to that $200 mark? So that actually means you only need 4 customers. That 4 customers placing a $50 order online gets you to your 200. And for the rest of it, which is your 6, that means you need how much more? 12. You need 12 customers placing $50 order to get you to that 600. So you got to look at it that way. And if you can't get 6 customers, get 12 customers placing $25 with you directly and get the $50 orders online. So you just got to break it down and do the math. And just don't look at the big number and think, oh my God, 15,000, that's a lot. If you break it down by campaign or by weekly, however, or often you pass your books out to get your orders, that's how you start have to look at it, instead of looking at the big number and counting yourself out before you even try. So as Orenthia said, just to add to your thing, it's achievable to everyone. Just make sure you have a plan. First, as Orenthia said, make sure you want it, you got to commit to it and make your plan to achieve it. So that's just my addition to what you just said, which is pretty much the same.
Thank you, Ms. Giselle.
You're welcome, my dear.
All right, so who's gonna be in Jamaica with us next year?
Me.
All right, is that Tamra?
Yes.
All right, yay. So nobody else wants to go to Jamaica and have Avon pay for it, no?
Trying to.
Trying. Who's that speaking?
She's trying to. Miss Marie.
Okay,
Yeah.
Miss Marie. That word try, that word try sometimes can get in our way, but I get where you're going. So I would say get with your upline, come up with a plan, and work the plan. Because I guarantee you, once you've been on one trip, you won't miss another.
Yes.
All right. On my very, very first trip to the Dominican Republic, when I saw what it meant, I made a pledge to myself that I wouldn't miss another one, and I've been on the trip every year since then. So even though Avon may have changed and adjusted the qualifying activities and accomplishments that you need to qualify for the trip, it doesn't matter. I'm adjusting what I need to do to make sure I'm on the trip, and you all can do the same.
Okay.
All right.
Will do.
Let me ask you, Arentia, when you say all expense paid, what you mean? What you mean? What is included in that? What is
They pay for everything. They pay for the airfare. They pay for transportation from the airport to wherever the destination is. They pay for all your meals. They pay for a lot of the entertainment. They even pay for your luggage on past
Oh,
trips. Yes, they pay for everything. So
oh.
if let's say, for example, it's not in your budget to travel or whatever the case might be, you can literally get yourself to the airport, right? And Avon covers everything else after that.
Good.
So when I say all expense paid, it's truly an all expense paid trip. There are no surprises. All your meals are covered while you're at the destination. And I would say all the trips, the destinations have been first class.
Mm.
And for those who have been to Disney World and know what Disney World costs to be at, they cover all of that.
and and the hotels or the resorts, they're like what kind of class? What kind
Five
of
star.
okay.
Five-star hotels, really nice places um, with lots of activities. We went to Atlantis last year, and I mean, that was one of my favorite trips. Had an amazing, amazing time because that's probably a resort that I may or may not, probably would not have spent the money to go to because it's very expensive to go there. So these are not bottom of the barrel resorts. These are top of the line resorts that Avon usually takes us to, and so far they've not disappointed. And the Jamaica trip, the what is it, a Hyatt, Ziva, and Zilara that they're taking us to on that trip is top of the line again. So airfare is covered, your meals are covered, your accommodations is covered, your luggage is covered, the entire thing is covered. So get ready for a great experience and plan to be there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mm.
Mm.
that is truly exciting. That is exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you so much, Corinthia. Anything else you want to touch on?
This is just something that somebody's phone is making a lot of noise. I just want to say it goes back to everything that I've said, goes back to something that, for those who know me, know that I talk about a lot, is really making that decision about what it is that you want. We at end of last year, we did a vision board workshop, and for those who attended, I'm sure they found it beneficial. But we went through an exercise where we visualized what we wanted our life to look like, and we created our vision board around that and started to think about what activities we need to participate in to realize those dreams and goals. And these trips are nothing different. Avon gives us the roadmap. We just have to do the activities that is going to take us and move us along the path on the roadmap. We have almost an entire year to do it. Almost an entire year. And as Giselle said, you break those numbers down into smaller ones, daily, weekly, campaign level goals, and you'll be surprised what you accomplish. But again, you have to be consistent in terms of the activities that you do, and just keep your eyes on the prize, and you will even surprise yourself sometimes that you are able to meet the goals that you've set for yourself. So I encourage each and every one of you. Jamaica is well within reach. So set your plan. Decide that you want to go. First of all, make a commitment. Set your plan. Follow your plan. Follow your roadmap, and you will succeed. And you will be there. And once you go on one trip, you will never miss another one.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I believe that, and I can't wait for my first one. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yay!
Angeline,
And,
you're going to be on that trip to Los Cabos, so You're going to be on that trip.
Yay! That's right. Listen, it's
Yes.
well within reach because you've
It
been
is
working
within her reach. It's within her
consistently.
reach.
You've been working
Mm-hmm.
consistently to achieve it. You've been doing the activities to achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
So I see no reason why you can't make it.
Just need one more recruit.
Oh, that again, well within
Well, we
reach.
need reach. Yep.
Well within
Golly,
reach.
Mm-hmm.
God help me. But things two things I want to talk on, and will probably flesh out more with me. The number two, number one thing, based on the numbers that we just crunched, I want us all to remember. Now, most of you have already placed your orders for campaign 6. So from campaign 1 through to campaign 5, you have already had money in the bank. So we just divided 15,000 by 19, but in fact, it is not exactly 15,000 because you have already placed your orders for campaign 1 through campaign 5. So that amount of money that you have already placed your orders for, it will be subtracted from that amount. So the amount that we have to work with is even less.
A little bit less than
And
that.
so I don't want us to be daunted, but I like the fact that Orinthia brought this in our faces to remind us that, you know, we are in business, and we started with decide, commit, act, and succeed. We started with that, and that is exactly what we want to be working towards. The second thing that I want to throw into the mix is fundraising. And this is something that we talk about it each time we meet in this session, but I'm not sure that we are all understanding the whole concept of an Avon fundraiser. Now, Avon is a very responsible company and is very philanthropic. Avon has to date given $1 billion with a B dollars towards cancer research and the eradication of domestic violence. They, as a company, have been doing this, and they have given us as representatives the opportunity to do the same. And so what they say is, whichever organization, company, church, group, whatever it is that is near and dear to our hearts, we can essentially give back to them. So what Avon does is Avon has select products that they say they will give us 50% of these products. So say, for example, it's a Skin So Soft set, right? And they will give us 50% earning on that. From that 50%, you can donate to your church, your organization, your school, PTA, whatnot, a percentage of that. Most times people give 35, 30, 35, 4. Sometimes people give the whole 50% to the organization. But what it does is, so if the total sales for the organization is, say, $5,000, so all the products that everybody buy, in the same way that you will do the glazed donuts, Miss Denise, for your church. I'm using you as an example. I hope you don't mind. So the total sale from the Avon products will be credited to your account. And Tamra, you can tell me if I'm wrong here. So if they have sold $5,000 worth of say Skin So Soft set, that $5,000 is credited to your account. So that's 5,000 out of your 15,000 already gone.
Yeah, that's correct.
So
when she says credited to your account, she's referring to your award sales. So as Orenthia just said, we need $15,000 in sales in personal sales in order to to achieve the trip, and then 25% of that. But that $5,000 will be credited to your award sales. So that means that's $5,000 down from whatever the total amount of sales that you're supposed to come up with is.
Right. And so that's a big way that we can achieve these goals that we have to achieve. And and also Avon gives us the opportunity to have online fundraisers as well. And so that also can go towards our online sales. That also goes towards our online awards, total online award sales.
Yeah.
And so that is a big help for us that we can do. One, we get this award sales towards our account.
You can't just speak.
We get it back, and sometimes we're giving back to organizations that have been supportive of us, right? And then we get to, because I wouldn't recommend you give 50% to the organization. So you can say you hold back 10%. You end up with $250 of that. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. And so I want to suggest that that's something that we all give consideration to, and give thinking about it. Avon provides training on fundraiser on Avon U, and congratulations to you team members that have been doing your online your Avon U courses. I'm very, very proud of you for doing that. I harassed you enough, and you did it, and I'm sure you don't regret it.
And another thing with the fundraiser, Angeline, if you happen to get an organization to do a fundraiser with you, then that could also end up to being potential customers for you also. So you will end up getting new customers from a fundraiser eventually. Even if it's one or two, you get some new customers.
Absolutely.
I think you're breaking up, Angeline.
And Tamra is okay. Okay, so I'm no expert in it, and Tamra has done a few more than me. So, but together we can help you to talk to these people, and help them to understand what's in it with them. And so that is something that we can definitely talk more about.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody have any questions on that, or anything else you want to say, Tamra? Caritha, how is it going with you? I know you were working with trying to get some fundraising. I'm sorry for putting you on the spot.
I'm still waiting for a response, but one of the schools, they're getting ready to do a fundraiser with Krispy Kreme donuts, I think. And I think he's gonna add the fundraiser for Avon into that as well.
Okay.
So I'm just still waiting on a response for both schools.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I wish you well with that, because that would definitely be good for your business.
Thank you.
Anybody has any questions? I mean, we're here. We can always talk to you more about that if you want to understand it more and work towards it even more. Anything else on that, Tom?
No. If anyone has any questions, please reach out to us, and we will definitely help you. It's much simpler than you think it is. Trust me, much simpler than you think it is.
Okay, guys, as we're talking about exciting things, RepFest is coming up. RepFest is August 2 to 4.
Woo!
We're
The who?
excited about that. And
The
so
Rep Fest. Who was like the who? Is that you?
Me?
Come on, Denise. We need
My
you at Rep
eyes is
Fest.
burning. Huh?
she knows.
We need you at Rep Fest this year.
The Mardi Gras?
Yes, the
I'm
Mardi Gras.
going.
Call it that.
You going?
You said the Mardi Gras. If you want to call it that, yeah, the Mardi Gras.
She going. So the early bird price ends in another couple of weeks, guys. So you don't want to be missing out on that. $139. Or
Do you have to have a passport for that?
no, we're still in the United States, so no.
Oh, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Your ID is good.
Yeah, and ID is good. Yeah, I have to double check. So, yeah, and of course, you know, we can bunk together, you know, share the room and so on. So,
How much is it? The order, the
registration is $139, or if you have PRP points, oh well, maybe no. So it's $139 for early bird registration, which ends on April 1.
Okay, got you. I'll work on that when I come back.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can also, what you can do is to not miss out on the early bird special also is to, if you don't have the 139 this, you know, when it's time, you can always add it to your account so you don't, that way you don't miss out on the 139 and then just go ahead and pay it.
Okay.
Add it to your Avon account.
Got you.
And it will be billed with
And
your,
it will be billed, yeah.
order. Yes, that's good. Thanks for that. Okay, guys. So as we have a few things that's going on. High Five continues through March. This is where Avon gives you $25 for each new customers, well, unique customers that has made an online purchase from your store.
How much did my aunt make?
$50.
I gotta find out how much my aunt did. What she ordered.
Okay.
What's the name Avon World?
As you know, the dual elixir Avon Ultimate, a new Ultimate Supreme dual elixir is alive and for that. So that's something that we can focus on. International Women's Day is this Friday.
And Angeline, in accordance with a new Ultimate, Avon has put out a incentive also for a new dual elixir that if you sell a certain amount, you can also be eligible for the Mexico trip. So there's an incentive with a new elixir also for the Mexico trip. So you guys can check that one out. I believe it is if you sell a certain amount, you'll be entered into a drawing for the Mexico trip.
Thank you. Guys, how are you doing with your naked proof?
Not. Because they didn't have what I need. It's out of stock.
Which one?
This one with the flabby arms.
The firm.
Oh, the firm is sold out?
Yep.
Oh no, it's this one. How are you doing, Miss Pink?
Well, I think it's a little bit. I see a little bit of something, and one of my other customer told me that she thinks she saw something.
Which one is she? Which one did she buy?
Well, she bought the fern and the other one, the blue one.
Okay, yes, the cellulite one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I feel a little something myself.
Oh, hush.
Yeah.
Oh, keep on eating that cake.
So I'm watching.
No, you didn't, Jenny.
No, you didn't. Don't you be talking to my partner like that.
Keep on eating that cake, Annie Mae. I love you, but keep on eating that cake, Annie Mae.
Oh, goodness.
See, I'm not eating no more cake. That's not even right.
Oh, God.
That's funny.
I think I see it more in my thighs than in my arms.
In your arms? Yeah. What do you use? The firming cream?
Yeah, I think I see.
This is campaign 7.
Stretch mark one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We missed that, Angeline.
I think I'm more see to my thighs.
Okay.
So I've not been as consistent as I should be both night and day. I use it every night, but not so much in the morning. So that's probably
Yeah, and I didn't realize it was twice a day. So that's my downfall.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was twice a day.
I'm back.
It's the amount. The tube doesn't carry a lot either, because if you use it twice in life, you're gonna use more than one.
So we talked about Mexico already. I'm still dreaming. True.
Mm-hmm.
True. That is what somebody said, that they wish they had it in a bucket.
No, you need an old case.
Yeah. So guys, we're always ready to celebrate. Right? Miss Joanne had a birthday. I think she's on the line. Miss Joanne's birthday, it was Saturday, and his Brown anniversary coming up, March 27th.
I'll be just coming back.
Oh gosh, and Eva Lee's anniversary is on April 2nd, and Fantasia's. Tamra?
And then from Team Executive Bell, we have Ann Nathan, she's 9 years, Pamela Downs, 1 year, and we have one birthday coming up this weekend. Roselle is March 9th. I don't think she's on the line tonight.
I don't think so.
I don't see her. She probably had classes.
Okay. Yep. So onto some money stuff. For our team sales so far for this year, Team Executive Bells, team sales is $7,981, and Team KPIP is $11,057. Combined total of $19,038. Awesome.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
We're doing good. We're doing good. So congratulations, you guys. You should feel good. Because you've made a contribution to this. And if you're not doing as well as you think you should, then let this encourage you to do better. Or let this challenge you, rather, to do better, to put the work in so that you can get more out of it. I am not seeing enough of us online, so I need to push on you just a little bit more with regards to that. Sharing a little bit more online, sharing some fun facts, Just be sharing information with people, sharing your heart, you know, what is dear to you. If you have a dog that is, you know, you care about your dog, a cat, you know, just share some fun stuff with people so that you can be building your community and to be building your support and your network online. It doesn't mean that you're going to be getting sale immediately, you know. And I post a lot, and I don't get a lot of sale from some of the people, because, and then what happens too, because it's a double-edged sword with
Yes.
when you post, sometimes people think that, oh, you're doing so well, you don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so they don't think they should. And so, you know, you just got to know how to maneuver that. But, you know, keep on doing what you're doing. Rome was not built in a day.
Yeah.
Nope.
It does not come overnight. You know, we just got to just keep pushing. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's tough right now, but you know.
Yeah, but it's getting better, Miss Pink. And based on our experience, you know, we've been in this for a little while. I mean, you've been in business for a while, so you know that
What
everything
is tonight?
is a cycle. You know, you have this downtime, and it picks back up, and so on. So you just gotta keep going. Don't give up. Don't give in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're closing off now, and before I do, I just want to ask Jacel and Orinthia for any final thoughts that they want to share with us.
This is Orinthia. My one parting word is keep pushing. It is possible.
Mm.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I second that, Orentia.
And I have to say, how appropriate the name for the team is, because it is possible. We as a team or as an individual, you are no different from the other person that's out there achieving big things. But most of the time, we don't see when when people are starting out, or when they're struggling, or when their numbers are small. We only see them when they're on stage, or they're getting accolades for their work. But every single person in Avon started exactly at the same place. So again, your mindset is going to have a big impact on what you do with this business, but you keep pushing. It's possible. All right. So thank you again for
Hey.
inviting me, Angeline, and keep doing what you're doing with your team. Your numbers are reflecting the effort. So I congratulate all of you from Team KPIP and Executive Bells for what you've accomplished thus far.
Yeah, and I'll just add one more thing, Orentia. Of course, I've always tell Angeline I love the name of her team. Keep pushing, it's possible. It's a very good name for your team because it says it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Everyone starts somewhere, and where you want to be, you just have to keep pushing to that goal. It is possible. Most of us, again, as you, Orentia, just said, mindset has a lot to do with it. Our belief window also has a lot to do with it, and our words play a lot in that too. So if you believe you can't achieve it, then just as Orentia said, that's exactly, you're right. So you have to set that mindset. Am I going to achieve this goal? Am I going to put myself up to the challenge to get to that next level? And everything in Avon, you get these big numbers and people right away put themselves out of the race. I want to encourage you guys that everyone here on the call tonight is in the race. It's up to you if you want to get to the starting line. Most of us don't even get to the starting line. And it's possible. You just have to create that goal, create that plan, utilize your upline, utilize your mentors. You guys have fabulous ladies at your beck and call. You have Orentia, you have Tamra, you have Angeline, you have others in the business as well who've done it before. Utilize them. And if you believe, you can achieve. And that's what I want to leave with you guys tonight. Thank you, Angeline. Thank you, Tamra. Thanks, Orinthia, for you guys allowing me to be part of your team. Any of your calls, I know you invite me. As long as I can get on, I'm here. Feel free if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, thanks, Angeline.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks, ladies. Thank you. We started with decide, commit, act, succeed, and we're ending with love the life you have while you create the life of your dream. So enjoy the process is what it boils down to. You know, as you work towards all that you would like to achieve with your business, and continue to keep pushing. Thank you guys so much, Tamara.
That's it for me too, Ange.
Thanks, ladies. Have a great night, and we'll talk again soon. Love you guys.
Love you. God bless you.
Right.